Yeah. Today our topic is belongs to the reports and patents and standards. So usually when we feel that reports that which information is belongs to the making a specific report on that particular issue, we can say that it's a report. Usually reports which is prepared by the either a person or a group of the people or we can say that it's a government or we can say that
సార్ వినపట్లేదు సార్. హలో
సార్ మ్యూట్లో పెట్టుకున్నారు మీరు కూడా.
ఇప్పుడు
సార్ మీరు
వినపడుతుందా? ఇప్పుడు వినపడుతుందా?
వినబడుతుంది.
ఓకే సార్, మీరు ఏబుల్ టు లిసన్.
Okay. Reports means it's a group of organization or a single person, or we can say that it's a corporate institution, or we can say that in a government organization, or we can say that any organization is going to prepare a particular information to submit their particular organization. Why? Because what is happening going on around us and simultaneously for which purpose we are going to ask to submit the report. That means it is there something happens, or like what is the status of that particular area, or we can say that for increasement of their particular organization, for improvement of their particular organization. At that time, they will ask that you should submit a report on that particular area, isn't it? And in that particular area, report is usually the data which is belongs to first one is factual. The second one is it's a first hand information. The third one is based on the report. Based on the report, we are going to take the decision for improvement, or sometimes we can say that finding a solution to that particular problem. I'll tell you one thing, because nowadays many things happening around the world. You take example of the Hydra, or we can say that recently the government, Telangana government, or Indian government, national government said that we are going to divide the SC/ST subcaste equations or something that the government of India president what they said that we would put a committee the possibilities of the bifurcation of those particular castes. Put a committee means what it is. The committee members are going to ask the, or they can, or otherwise we can say the particular committee members are going to field level. They will find out what is the fact, what is the realities, what is the situation, whether we are going to report which we are going to give the data. It should be based on the ground reality. You take example of the Telangana. Before formation of the Telangana, they are also put a one committee and they'll get the information what is what in the grassroots level of the Telangana. Just like that, report, it should be helpful to the that particular organization, that particular problem to the solution, that particular for the purpose of making that committee. The committee report will be fulfillment of those particular scenario, those particular time. The same thing here we can say that there are many like that technical reports. We can say that organizational reports, or we can say that government reports, or whatever it may be. To take one example, I'll tell you, because if suppose you take example of the one particular school institution, it is there, they will ask the government. The government is asking for that institutions. You will get the we need information about the your particular organization, how many people they join. how many people they passed, what is the caste, what is the pass percentage, what is their age, what is their caste, and all those things. What is the intention for that? How many people, their ratio, how many people, whether they are belong to the boy or girl, caste and age, and how much of the money is paying, because they are getting the information and they are submitting the report to the government. These many private institutions are serving to the society. These many people are studying these particular institutions. These many of the boys, these many of the girls, these many of the money they are spending for the schools and all those things, because this is a statistical information or analytical information which is belongs to the primary information, that we can say that as reports. The reports is prepared, or we can say that sometimes we published one person or a team of person or individual are associated with the different type of organization. I said, it may be in a government or academics or research or societies, or we can say that business or some companies, some corporate institutions, some organizations, they are releasing annual report for how much of the data is producing. Or we can say that this particular year, these many students are passed out from this particular institution. These many people are get their PG seats. People, how many these many people are got the government job. These many people are got the scholarship. These many people are got the government jobs, and all those things which we are going to give the brief information about the particular calendar year or a particular purpose what we are asking. The same thing we can say that here, report, or sometimes financial report, sometimes progress reports. Then when we are asking our kids what is your status of study, what is your marks and all those things. Even progress report also we can say that it's a report, isn't it? And I know, are you observe or not? Many governments, when they are changing their powers, whenever the new government is coming to the position, they will say that the intention for that, from this time onward, what onwards we are the spending each and every paisa for the optimum utilization for the common people. For that purpose, the ending of their particular ruling, they will say then we will produce a one report from this particular 4 days, this particular 3 years, this particular 1 year. Or otherwise, I'll tell you the same thing in the current situation, what's happening going on. Revanth Reddy, when he came to the power, after 1 year, he said that Prajapalana he is telling. What is the Prajapalana? He is telling about the whatever the progress of his work, the progress of his ruling of this particular 1 year rule. We can say that it's a report which is the particular report, whatever it may be, is producing to the society, that we can say that report, isn't it? The data available reports may be in a highly factual. That's what I said. The reports, it may be factual data, or otherwise, it's a reliable, useful, or first-hand information. We can say that. Say, see, these particular reports may published, may not published. Before going to publish, we can say that it's a first-hand information, or they are generally not a peer-reviewed information. If you are going to publish in a particular this thing, particular journal or in a particular article, particular what we will say that
సార్ లెసన్ నెంబర్ చెప్పారా సార్ కొంచెం?
ఏంటమ్మా
లెసన్ నెంబర్ చెప్పారా సార్?
7, 8, 7 and 8 రిపోర్ట్స్, స్టాండర్డ్స్, టెక్నికల్ రిపోర్ట్స్ అండ్ పేటెంట్స్.
ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ రిసోర్స్ చెప్తున్నారు సార్ బుక్?
అవునమ్మా, ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ రిసోర్సెస్ ఇన్ సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ. యాక్చువల్ గా మార్నింగ్ ఉండే నా క్లాస్. I have some another work, so I'll replace the class of Umapati sir.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ. అదే ఇప్పుడు వేరే ఉంది కదా సార్, గ్రంథాలయ సూచీకరణ ఉంది కదా.
గ్రంథాలయ సూచీకరణ, ఓకే ఓకే. మార్నింగ్ తీసుకున్నారు ఆయన.
మార్నింగ్ చెప్పారా? అది అంటే మళ్ళీ ఇది ఉండే సార్, అందుకని అడుగుతున్నాము.
ఓకే ఓకే. So
Okay.
the reports before going to publish, we can say that it's a first-hand information. If the reports which is published in the journal, we can say that our conference proceedings are that we can say that in a periodical, we can say that it's a peer-reviewed journals. or peer reviewed articles, we can say that. So these we can say that it's a reports. So government reports, what is the government report? Sometimes University Grants Commission may ask the produce the report, or someone says that a Department of Science and Technology, or we can say the Department of Biotechnology, or we can say the Department of Space, or just like NASA, government institutions or non-government institutions, like IEEE, or we can say that American Institute of Aeronautical and Astronomy, just like many government and non-government institutions are asking to submit their report. What is the status? What is their progress of their particular uh, organization condition? That we can say that in a report. So here report, what it is contain actually, we can say that what is the difference between synopsis and report? What is the difference between thesis and the dissertation? Is there any symptom synonymous, or any realities are there? Means yes, some usually the report also should be title. It's containing a personal authors or project team. You said sir, only one person or team of the persons also it is there, no? Yes, that's what the title, the report title, or it is there, and also the personal author. If the submitting the report, either a one person or a team of person, or we can say that a project team, or publish the organization name on which who are going to publish their particular report. That we can say that a publishing organization, or where it is publishing, name, place, country, date. Is it belongs to any particular within the stipulated period or not? You take example of the Radhakrishnan Commission, Hegde Commission, Kotari Commission. These all are belong to the Educational Commission report. Just like that, you take any commission report. These all are having title, author, and publishing, where it is publishing, where in a year of publication, and from which country or which place they are publishing, which issuing agency, and grant name, and all those things you supposed to mention. If sometimes we are going to, if this particular report is having in the library, you supposed to give one accession number, and number of how many numbers, number of pages are there, number of illustrations are there, and subjective classifications, and all those things. Sometimes you are going to put this particular report into the public domain as an electronic copy. Just you have to give URL also, isn't it? You are also you supposed to mention. Just like that, National Technical Information Service, National Bibliographical Database, a National Technical Report Library is just like that, the US government repository. Just, sir, you were telling about the reports. So, any international government organization reports are there, any national government organization reports are there, means, there are very many n number of reports are generating day by day. Even you in your book, some international governments, just like an US government says that, National Technical Information Services, the US government repository, that is, which is belongs to the publication board of world largest, that we can say that in the world most comprehensive collection, which is belongs to the NTIS provides the data services to the public, industry, and federal agencies and private sector to promote economic growth and operational excellency. Whatever the commerce and business and commerce and federal and industries are public, and give the private sector to promote the economic growth, how the economic growth it is containing in the US government, and in US, and all those things in NTIS it will provide. Just like no, it's have a bibliographical database, it is containing 30 million bibliographical records, we can say that, the subject dates back to from 1964 to till date you can access from these public particular NTS bibliographical databases. These which is belongs to the mostly databases, abstract only available, not a full text of the article. Mostly they said. And the national technical reports and NASA technical reports, and IEEE Explorer and TRID, WorldCat, Library of Congress, ERIC Educational Research and Information Center, and Google Scholar, Hathi Trust. These all are international organization reports how they are working, their working status, their structure, and all those things they are going to provide in their particular report, organizational report. And come to the Indian sources, there are, every day we are observing in the newspaper. Every day we are observing in the, watch the news is and NDTV and many, information you can find that, this was, happened in the particular area of Mumbai. Why didn't you put a report? Why didn't you put a commission and get the report from those particular? Or, if anything happened, the state government what says that, you will no, no, appoint a Supreme Court judge and get the report and submit to the government. What it is, these report will give the transparency of information to those particular incident, those particular happened. So for what they feel that, if the Supreme Court judge or someone, academician, someone says that he is expert for that, someone says that, why they put the government Vidya Commission chairman, what it is in the Vidya Commission chairman, what they will do is what's happening in the education sector and education system from the school education to post graduation education in the Telangana state. So Akunoni Murli Sahab, what he is doing? Every day he is roaming to the each and every district and get the information what it is required, what it is not required. If the government what they want to do, and if anything lack it is there, they are taking the grassroots level information and they are going to submit the report to the government. You should do tomorrow to the society, to the student, to the education, to the schools, to the junior colleges, to the degree colleges, to the universities, just like that. The report will be given by the so and so authenticated person, so that person, sorry, is going to give the transparency of those particular information. That is the intention for that. Just like that in Indian sources, Minister of Food Processing Industry and IIT Department of Electronical Engineering and Water Resources, Telecommunication, Government of India portal. There are, a number of reports are going to published, or they are put into the public domain, or you can access from the various sources. There's a report of what it is, the report what purpose they are going to organize the committee, what purpose they are going to ask the submit the report, and all those things you may check it. Or you may come to the patents. What it is patent? How many people knows the patent? Patent and ఎవరికైనా తెలుసా అమ్మా? పేటెంట్ ఎవరికైనా తెలుస్తుందా? పేటెంట్ అంటే ఎవరికైనా తెలుస్తుందా? చెప్పండి అమ్మా. ఎస్ అయితే ఎస్, నువ్వు అయితే నువ్వు, ఏముంది దాంట్లో? వినపడుతుందా నేను చెప్పేది? Is it audible? My voice is okay? Okay, at least somebody should send a message. Okay. Patents means what it is. Somebody's innovations, that we can say that. Isn't it? Somebody innovations, whatever the innovations, we are going to give authenticated registration to them. Particularly, we can say that is the patents. The patent, it will applicable to up to 20 years from the date of the filling the application, from the that date we consider up to 20 years. The patent will be applicable to those particular innovation. Isn't it? Patent, who are going to give us actually, to what purpose they are going to give us the patent? The patent will give the, I said about the innovations, especially we can say that, science productions, that we can say science innovation, science research. You may find a number of patents. You may day by day you are observing in the newspapers and and the TV news and the journal articles and whatever it may be. Even social sciences also it is applicable there. But think when we are going to publish their articles, publish their peer-reviewed articles, published their scholarly information in in particular journals, in particular periodicals, that we can say that at that time, the new innovative thing that we can say that is innovations. The innovation may given by the patents by the central government of India. These will be applicable to 20 years, isn't it, sir? We have a copyright and we have a trademark. So, what is the difference between copy mark and trademark and this patent? Usually, the patent will be given to the those particular experiments that we can say that an innovation, whatever it may be, or it is applicable to 20 years. But copyright is not like that. Copyright, it will use the whatever the product which is published by the original author. It is applicable to 60 years of the those particular author, that we can say that innovator, or whatever it may be. Up to after death of the 60 years, it is applicable to copyright. And come to the trademark, whatever the goods that we can say that whatever the goods in the industry, or a thing, whatever it may be, will give the emblem, will give the some emblem, that we can say that trademark. This is for the commercial purpose, we can use in the trademark. So the difference between copyright and patent, the difference between copyright and trademark. So there are many differences are there. So if you are going to get the patent from the central government, they feel that you are innovated something. For that purpose, the government given a authenticated registration number to you. It is applicable to 20 years. If any education institution having patents, they feel that your library professionals, or we can say that your and academicians are highly intellectual, highly talented, because something they are going to innovate. There something they are going to finding new things. That's what we can say that it's a patent, isn't it? And we can say that no, the patent owner, who is the patent owner, that in India, who are going to give us, shall be possible to transfer the licensement? It is royalty, that we can say that we can change it as per the requirements of the owner of the author, or time bond. I said this is applicable for the limited period, 20 years only. uh, and sometimes patents are not confidential. Patents are granted for the granted from the patent office, the exchange, and all those things, which is you can put they can put into the public domain, anyone can access. uh, and sometimes exclusive rights also it is there. I said for the 20 years, and the returns of the investment also we can do it, and positive image. I said the level of image, when you are going to we can what we can say, when we are going to produce a one patent from your particular institution, automatically your institution name, your personal name, or and the market image will increase automatically. And patent offices, international wide, they were given name. Australia, it's a given name. IP Australia, Department of Industry, Bangladesh, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, and Japan, UK, and the USA, and all those renowned nations. They are giving these particular patents, which the patents are given by the which institution come to our India. Office of the Comptroller General of Patents, Design and Trademark Department, Department of Industrial Policy Promotions, and Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. That means, Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Government of India is going to give these particular patent to the whatever the innovation of those person who really finding something or innovating something. For that purpose, they are giving the this thing, patent. So 20 years it is applicable. So World Intellectual Property Organizations, which is established in the year of 1967, as of now, 191 members are joined in the World Intellectual Property Organizations. These headquarters, which is located at Geneva, Switzerland. What it is, the Paris Convention include the invention of the patents and trademarks, industrial design. For that purpose, these particular WIPO is going to give the patents, innovation marks and trademarks and industrial designs. For that purpose, this World Intellectual Property Organization is working for that. Um, and a member of Paris Union of Production Industrial Property, a member of Berne Union of Production Literacy and Artistic Work. Just like that, WIPO, their workings and their services, their organizations, their bodies, and all are for the whatever the product which is producing or innovated by the institution, by the person, by the organizations or whatever it may be. It will give the trademarks and copyright and not copyright. It's give trademark and what we can say that industrial design and patents, all those things. And another one is United States Patent and Trademark Office. This thing also in the United States Department of Commerce, which is this particular agency is giving the patents for those particular innovations and patents, all those things. For they will also check into the intellectual property matters in this particular area, and European Patent Office also. See, this European Patent Office, which is established in the year of 1977. WIPO is established in 1967, Geneva, Switzerland. Here, the European Patent Office is located at uh, 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 you know 38 states and part and parcel of these particular in the year of 1977. Um, uh, you know, uh, See these European, whatever the European bodies that we can say that the countries of European countries which are getting the patents from these particular EPO, especially the patent information news is quarterly, which is published from the Germany, French, and various languages. You are supposed to remember that what is WIPO when it was established. The WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, when it was established, the headquarters, what is EPO, European Patent Office, when it was established, and where it is the what is the Indian patent system, the purpose of Indian patent system, who are going to give the Indian patents, which Department of Commerce and Industrial and Minister of Commerce and Industry are going to give the patent and intellectual property of India. It's initiated from the in the year of 1856, and how many branches it is there. The Indian patent system, the four patent offices located, which is one is Kolkata, New Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai. Just like that, that they are going to in a competitive examination, they will ask us where is the WIPO and Indian patent system. They are going to ask us the various important questions in that particular area, and branches that we can say that offices, patent offices located in India and where it is. Uh, and you know the Indian patent system primarily governed by the Patents Acts in the 1970. So these area you supposed to remember it, to whom they are going to give us, where the office is located, and which whether they are going to give us only one languages in many languages. World Intellectual Property Organization, what they will give us, and EPO what they will give us, Indian Property Organization, what they will give us, and which institution that we can say that what it is. Uh, Yeah, which institution is going to give for copyright and trademark and patents, Department of Commerce and Industry, and all those things they are going to give us. Just like if you have any open tools, have there, and you supposed to mention that you somebody will when you are working with the any research institution, they may ask, do we have any free open source patents do you have? Yes, we have a very late and very number of near we can say that 68 million international patents you may access from these particular the World Intellectual Property Organization. Nearly 68 million international patents you can find from these particular VIPO. Uh, just like that, EPO patent office where it is. I said, the intention, what is that their role, and Google patents also it is there. Patent journals and books that we can say that journals, books, scholarly databases, chemical abstracts, and patent park, Elsevier Scopus, IEEE, Innovation Q Plus, and patent insights and web of science. Do you have idea? Do you have any idea about the chemical abstracts? మీరు ఎవరేం మాట్లాడట్లేదు. నేను ఒక్కనే మాట్లాడుకుంటూ పోవడం అవుతుంది. ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ దట్. ఏం చెప్పట్లేదు. అట్లీస్ట్ యూ సెంట్ మెసేజ్ ఆల్సో. మాట్లాడాలమ్మా, మాట్లాడకుండా వన్ సైడ్ ఫైటింగ్ అంటే కష్టం కదా. మాట్లాడండి. Okay, scholarly databases. When we are going to say is that science and technology, and we can say that medical sciences, or we can say that Elsevier, IEEE, CAS, have been indexed patents records of relevant disciplines are also human find it these particular databases. We can say that especially chemical abstracts, which is belong to the chemical society that ACS American Chemical Society is producing this one. The patent information full text around the world in their databases such as Science and Technology and Science Finder and PatePack and etc. Patents records also you can selected patent of the publication. You can find it this particular area you may access. And another one is patent pack. It is exclusive database helps to acquire and search through the full text of the patents in the area of chemistry and with annotations. That it is not easy to get such type of information from the other sources. ACS is I mean to say that chemical abstract services are going to give us and provide the wonderful services that we can say that patent pack. These particular database helps to acquire and search the to full text of the patents in the field of chemistry, and it facilitates specific locations in the area of chemical and substances in the patent text. In a single click, you may access the 10 million searchable full text patent from the 31 major patent offices that we can say that around the globe, we can say that with a one single click from the around the 31 patent offices, you may access the patent full text patent from the 10 million searchable databases. That means, these particular chemical abstract is going to give us that much of the data. And the Elsevier Scopus, that we can say that it's a abstract, very well. The databases of peer-reviewed literature in the field of science and technology and social sciences, medicine, that we can say that in the area of arts and humanities, and the millions of the patent records indexed from the WIPO, USPTO, EPO, that means European Patent Organization Office, US Patent Organization Office, and IPO, Indian Patent Office, and JPO, Japan Patent Office, Germany Patent, the databases which are available with the Scopus interface from these particular Elsevier Scopus databases, you may access the resources which is belongs to the various subjects of patent you may find from this particular Elsevier Scopus database. And IEEE Innovation Place, the innovation, discoveries, and analytical platforms launched by the IEEE and IP.com 2016, just like that, various type of, patent pack, Elsevier Scopus, chemical abstract, patent insight, and web of science. That we can say that it is one of the wonderful package of patents you may access from these particular web of science. 38 patents issuing authorities worldwide. That earlier we can say that 31 global institutions which is belongs to patent pack, but web of science 48 patent issuing authorities worldwide from 1963 onwards. The patent can be searched, derived innovative indexes. That means, the subject which is belongs to the science, social sciences, medicine, arts and humanities, that you may access from these particular web of sciences patents also. And what is the standards? We learned about the reports. Reports will be technical, government, non-governmental, private, or we can say that sometimes corporate institutions, individuals, and commission report. Just like that, for various reports are there who are going to provide us international reports. What it is there, Indian wise, what it is there, state wise, what are the reports are there. Just we discussed. The same thing, patents, which is belongs to what is the meaning of patent, how many years it will applicable, their futures, international wide organization, national wide organization. Do we have any databases which is belongs to the the patents databases which is belongs to the international, national, even private. We can say that the Scopus indexed, IEEE, pack that in, chemical. CS, chemical abstract, and all those things which we learned, we discussed also. But thing is another part we can say standard. What is the meaning of the standard? Do we have any specific definition or specific information what the standard means? It's defined that required, or we can say that agreed level of quality or attainment, that we can say that it's a standard. Standard means majority of the people think that there is a specific quality, specific expectation, that we can say that this particular area is, we can say, when there are people going to reach that, we can say they reach their standard, isn't it? That we can say that it's a standard. What are the many institutions, many organizations, they have their own standard, and we can say that do you observe that why we are using their particular Samsung phone, their particular Apple phone, why their particular Metro shoes, why we are using? Because they have their own brand. The brand is came from the maintenance of the standard, the quality, that we can say exactly, we can say that's the quality. When we are going to maintain the quality, when we are going to maintain the standard, automatically our name, the institution name, the organization name will be standard. The standard, the measure, do we have any specific standard for that quality? Yes, some standards are there. Who are going to give that particular standard means some specific national government and the central government and international associations are there, ISO and NISO and ISI, and many you are observing that in your day-to-day life, many product which is branded from the ISI seal it is there, ISI emblem it is there, that we can say that we feel that it is standard. The standard means the government is given a specific formula, the specific quality when they are going to this product to reach their particular measurements, then particular and the standard, that we can say that it's a standard product which is given by the authenticated institution authenticated government of India, authenticated state government of Telangana, or authenticated UN or something. They are going to give the some measures that we can say that it's a standard, isn't it? Something we are going to say that it's a standard. Yeah. That we can say that how can we say that researchers and other interested parties for the development of technical specifications based on that consciousness, we can say that these are the standard is required, these are the quality is required. So based on that the government or some standard institutions are framed here measurements. Based on that particular institutions are going to give us for the standardization. We can say that ISI, ISO, or some institutions are that ISO 9001, our institution which is recognized by ISO 9001 or 9002 or to 9010 or something like that. Our when we are making or when we are building making a build in my home, we used only ISI standard pipes, ISI standard wire, ISI standard, and all those things because that is quality. Based on the quality, the government institutions or some authenticated institutions given a standard that we can say that we are using that it's a standard. See, in your book, they given a wonderful one particular standards of IEEE organization. One photograph it is there. Just you can check it. Idea, project approval process, and develop draft standards, sponsor ballot, IEEE, and all those things they given. Because this we can say that the structure and the style of before going to give a specific standard for any product or any publications, or we can say that we will say that this is standard. Uh, do you have any idea about the UGC care peer reviewed journal Scopus Index? ఎవరికైనా ఐడియా ఉందమ్మా? యూజీసీ కేర్ కానీ స్కోపస్ ఇండెక్స్ కానీ లేదా స్కోపస్ జర్నల్స్ కానీ లేకపోతే వెబ్ ఆఫ్ సైన్స్ జర్నల్స్ కానీ ఐడియా ఉందా? They have their now we can say that in a standard general on what basis we can say that UGC care means University Grants Commission given a specific list for of these following journals are UGC care journals. That means they are following some standards and rules and regulations which is made by the UGC. So they are reaching. Actually, these particular journals are fit their particular framework. So they feel that these particular journals are standard. So that's why they given a UGC care journal list. And come to this Scopus is also is like that. And just like that, another institution also is like that. The same thing which is Scopus Index, Web of Science, and all those things which we can say that they framed some standard, all those things. And we can say that ISO standard organizations, which is in the year of Geneva and Switzerland. These institutions, ISO is main institution is located at Geneva, Switzerland. We said that these ISO has published 22048 international standards of related document as on date. And also these international standard organizations is one of the most we can say that tremendous work they done in the their work done in the field of standards. 161 countries are part and parcel of these particular organization. 778 technical committees and subcommittees are working on that these particular international standard organizations. Because you take example of the ISO International Standard Organization and the BSI British Standard institutions that we can say that it's a London based institution. In the year of 1901, Sir John Wolf Berry started actually. So either BSI or as on date BSI 55000 plus experts are formulated around 19,000 standards in various technological and industrial areas. That means they released 19,000 standard in a technical and industrial areas. And every year they can say that it's a more than 300 new standard, new 300 amendments are published from the BIS. Now, when we comparing with the BIS, when we comparing the BSI, when we comparing with the British Standard Organization, ANSI, and ISO, we are not low. And compare with that, we are doing our level best for the making or framing the standards. Just to check, 5,500 qualified technical scientific personals, 25,000 plus and formulated expert formulated 19,000 standards, and every year 300 new standards and new standards are publishing and amendments are publishing. It's a good thing. Good work is going on in the area of DAS and also ASME standards, ASTM international standards, American Society testing material, IEEE standards. Uh, just like that, collaborative analytics. This collaborative analytics makes available 550,000 industry codes and standards through the tech street. This is one of the important. You have to remember it. Collaborative analytics makes available 550,000 of industry codes and standards through the tech street. It is a fast and easy search platform to manage the standards. These tech street enterprise and tech street store and all are a part and parcel of the collaborative analytics. And come to the bibliometrics to altometrics. What is the metric? Do you have any idea about the metrics? Do you have any? Do you have any idea about the metrics? Metrics is nothing but the statistics, Amma. Metrics is nothing but the statistics. That we can say that now we are going to discuss about the bibliometrics and various metrics which is belongs to the bibliometric standards. See, bibliometrics, the standards which is belongs to the and the Locus law, Bradford law, these all are part and parcel of the bibliometrics that we can say it's a traditional metrics. Now we are using ultrametrics. Ultrametrics is the latest metrics that we can say that an ultrametrics. So bibliometric is one of the important technique of scientists and documentalists that we can say that they are involving the author or monographs author when they are producing their journals and articles and languages in the various form of the written communication. So either it is maybe it may be primary or secondary or whatever the sources that we can say that uh, how many are publishing, how many are using, how many are referring. That we can say that how many. That means it's a statistics. Usually these particular bibliometrics was first coined a Belgium librarian that we can say that Paul Atlet in the year of 1934 on his book Treaty de Documentation. So that you have to remember it. This is one of the important area. Uh, the first bibliometrics, which is coined this particular word, Belgian librarian Paul Atlet in the year of 1934 on his book Treaty de Documentation. Of course, this bibliography is a combination of the Greek and Latin word biblio, which means is the measurements. We can say that metrics is nothing but the measurements. Uh, in the measurements of all aspects related to the publications and reading of the books and documents. Measurements means measuring the all is aspects related to the publication and reading books, or we can reading of the books, or we can documents that we can say that it's a bibliometrics, which means we can say that according to the various institutions and standard organizations, they given a wonderful definition that we can say that according to the British Standard Institution, bibliometric is the study of the use of documents and pattern of publication, which is mathematical or statistical method have been applied. Whatever the books are written documents, isn't it, when they are going to publish, after publication, whether statistical or mathematical applications are applying for that. That means how many are utilizing, how many are used, how many are reused. Just like in a statistics, we can say that it's a bibliometrics, isn't it? There are, Bradford actually developed this lab scattering in the year of 1934, Journal of Engineering, which came into the picture, and another one, in the year of 1923, the journal article per country in the English International Catalog and Scientific Literature. Earlier they used to count it, or earlier they used to measure it, or earlier they used to statistic that how many journals they published in this particular country. So based on that, the statistics which is started from the country later, a place later, a author later, and a subject field later. Just like that, the statistics based on the how they are measuring that, we can say that it's a metrics. Yeah, we can, Alan Pritchard in the year of 1969 replaced the term statistical bibliography with the bibliometrics. Earlier, we used to know that, the books which is how many are using, published, and all those things, which is we can say that, statistical bibliography, which we are using, the name was changed in the year of 1969 by the Alan Pritchard. And then later, Dr. S.R. Ranganathan also the term library metry. These measuring the library services in the year of the 1948. Also, he said about the library services. We can say that library metry in the year of 1948. The same thing. Many people say that they metrics they measured in the form of mathematical or statistical way. So bibliometric law, the pioneers like Loctus law, Grass, Bradford, Gifter, the D. Sola Price, Bookstein, and Brookie, and Garfield, and Coley Brothers, and many people are mentioned that the bibliographical laws, how many laws are it is there. This is totally we can say that in a traditional area. So Loctus law, this is one of the prominent thing we can say that it's a Alfred Loctus, the pioneer of bibliometrics studies. In the year of 1926, he published his study on the frequency distribution of scientific productivity. Frequency distribution of scientific productivity means what it is in the mentioned in the chemical abstract. The author, just you check it in the table, easily we can find. The author, 60% of 60 author, they published only one journal. And 15 author, they published two journals. And 7 author, they published 3 journals. And 4 author, they published 4 journals. And 2.5 authors, they published 5 journals. Just like that, how many authors are published, how many publications, and all those things. That's what they said, frequency of distribution of scientific productivity. Frequency distribution of scientific productivity means how many author published, how many publications. Number of publications are published by the author. Just same thing, Bradford law, what it is, the Bradford law published in the study, frequency of distributions of the paper. See, generally we Loctus law, we think about the publication, either it's a book or journal or whatever it may be. Here, the Bradford law, what it is telling, the frequency distribution of the paper over journals in the 1934, we can say that. That means, the journal wise means in the sub discipline by that we can say that number of papers published in 1599. That means the zone ఒక జోన్ కు సంబంధించినటువంటి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ 9 జర్నల్స్ లలో 429 ఆర్టికల్స్ పబ్లికేషన్ అయింది. సో రెండు జోన్లకు సంబంధించినటువంటి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఐదర్ లైబ్రరీ సైన్స్ ఆర్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ మే బి ఆర్ social sciences and sciences we can say that. Number of journal 59 journal titles లలో 499 articles publication. That means you take any subject field of the paper is published frequency in number of papers published in number of journals, that we can say that Bradford law. And Giftus law in the year of 1935 they studied the frequency of the word within the larger amount of the text. Whatever the paper which is published, the frequency published in those particular paper, they said what it is, the study frequency of the word from each word to another word, the frequency of the word within the large amount of the text, that we can say that it Giftus law he mentioned. That's what you can check in the table 111. They showed the words, rank, frequency, and all those things they mentioned. The word the, how many times? Rank 1, 245. Of, 2 times, 136. The terms, 3, 98 times. 2, again 5 times. See, these are the words, how many times the frequency they use. They given the information about these particular thing. Giftus law. The same thing, modern studies, little science, big science, that we can say that D. Solar Price is one of the eminent person. He worked on the these particular little science and big science in the bibliometric trend which is changed. Actually, these particular these metrics will be applicable to how many people publish their journals, articles, books, how many people used, how many number of journals published, number of articles published, named same journals, how many published, same journals, how many people published, and all those things, statistics they are asking. The same thing, other metrics that we can say that, scientometrics, webometrics, and altrometrics, that we can say that these particular area is very, very important, that we can say that, scientometric, the relation between the document cited and citing the documents in the field of science of measuring or analyzing, we can say that, and analyzing impact of research output by the way of citation of the count. That means this scientometric, if the person is published by the one particular article, from those particular article, how many people cited, how many people they reused, how many people they mentioned so and so reference we took from those particular article. That in the field of science and technology, there is a science of measuring. That means these particular this particular paper are how many people are used, reused, cited, downloaded, just checked, just viewed. That we can say that science of measuring. When we are taking the measuring statistics and mathematics, that they science of measuring, that we can say the science of measuring, measuring or analyzing science and technology or innovation in those fields, that we can say that scientometric. See, the person in the 1969, Vasily V. Nalimov and Z.M. Mulkhanov, they coined these particular naukometria, meaning scientometrics. Of course, science information is whatever the information is publishing, the publishing measurements with the scientific measure, that we can say that scientific metric. The another one is infometrics, whatever the information is producing. First, actually, these particular infometrics is used in the year of 1979. Ottawa, NACO, Germany. They used second international conference, bibliometrics. So the informatics is deal with the measurements of the mathematical modeling and all aspects of the information storage and retrieval of information. Whatever the information are storing, and the simultaneously whatever the information when we are retrieving, how much of the data we are storing, how much of the data we are retrieving, that we can say when we are measuring, that we can say that informatics. Isn't it? Informatics. Who coined this one in the year of 1979? Otto, NACO, Germany. Same thing, webometrics. Another, 1995 Bossi introduced this term, netometric, or we can say that, webometrics, internet, whatever the web, website information which is available, how many web content, web page content analysis, or web link structure analysis, or web usage analysis, or we can say that, just like that, from the web page content analysis, web link structure analysis, or we can web usage analysis, that we can use. These are an analysis, and the content analysis, and the web usage analysis, and web link structure analysis. This analysis is nothing but the structuring the data or measuring the data from the website, that we can say that it's a webometrics. In the year of 1995, Bossi introduced this particular term, netometrics or internet media. The term webometric was coined in the year of 1977, Thomas Almond and Peter Egmerson. So these, webometrics or cybermetrics, we can cybermetrics is used simultaneously. That we can say that it's a webometrics, perform how statistical analysis of electronic communication. And there's all those things, webometrics and cybermetrics and informatics we can learn. But altometrics is nothing but it's the latest trend, which is, Web 2.0 technological application and use of social media or web tools. That means whatever the metrics which we are doing, which we are applying with application of the Web 2.20, Web 2.0, and number of times the article shared. That's what, when you check it in the Facebook or WhatsApp, or any social media. Just you go through when you are posting that particular, photo or pasting the information, whatever. Just you check how many people they liked, how many people commented, how many people they viewed, and all those things. The metrics by the social media with application of the ICT tools with the social media, are shared, article shared, or downloaded, or mentioned on the social media, or blogs, or newspaper. These metrics supplement to the traditional bibliometric measure, as that we can say that, ultrametrics. Ultrametrics is one of the wonderful source to measuring the metrics in nowadays. Just you go through in the page number 117. It's ultrametric tools. How the ultrametric tools are working. They said, they given a wonderful diagram, policy document, news, blogs, Twitter, post publication, peer reviews, Facebook, Tina Webio, Wikipedia, Google Plus, LinkedIn, Reddit, faculty, just like that, various social media, various tools, various sources, when we are sharing, changing, and sending, downloading, viewing, and hitting, or we can say that using, reusing, citing, that everything is statistics, everything is measured, everything is counting, everything is, calculated, mathematical way. That's what we can say, that it's a ultrametrics is a, one of the wonderful, tool to measuring the research article, or literature work, scientist and scientific work, and journal article, or author book, or any work you take, we can measure it by the with the application of the ultrametrics automatically. And of course, every automatic, every thing, there are advantages and disadvantages also it is there. However, these automatic data is a real, reliable, auditable, and showing real time, that we can say that it's a quickly we can get the information, or how many people are cited, and all those things we may learn. Uh, Complement to the informed and peer-reviewed and citation based on the metrics. Some institutions, because all are we are telling that, these information we can say that, based on the metrics, it is not possible to say that this work because some people may or with the particular work is not good. Of course, there are a number of people are going to share their works nowadays. Those people, those who are not interested to share, are those people, those who are not interested to sending to the someone because ICT. How many people are utilizing means some people may interest, some people may not be interested. But most of the academicians are applicable and ICT applicable. They are applying with the works and all those things. Many of the people knows that with application of the social media, with of the ICT tools, they are sending to the following various social media and blogs and all those things that we can at that time we can get it the statistics and metrics and measurements and all those things from those particular area. Of course, you take any metrics, we can say that as we learned bibliometrics, that is Lopez law, Bradford law, and Gyptus law, and you take example of the webometrics and scienceometrics, or we can say that infometrics. These all are having their own advantages and simultaneously disadvantages also it is there. But most of the thing is we have to accept the realities in the field of information communication technology. So, see, automatics is definitely will help to the academicians and scientists and researchers, innovators and academicians. They will know their standard and all those things by this application of the various tools and metrics. So, this is today our topic. You may pose any question or shall I wind it once again? మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చెప్తాను వాట్ వి లర్న్ టుడే అనేది ఫ్రమ్ start with our start with the technical reports and general reports and technical reports, government reports, non-governmental reports, or private organization reports, or any corporate institutions, how they are framing the report, so what purpose report, and to whom they are going to give the report, and for whether the report is having any authentication, who are going to form the committee, and all those things we learn. Later, we learned about the patents. How many patent institutions are there? What is the meaning of the patent? Uh, American Patent Office and that European Patent Office. What is their standard? Indian Patent Office. What are the branches? Where it is located? And when it was published? And what are the branches of patent offices? Patent. How many years? What is the difference between the trademark and patent? What is the difference between copyright and patent? What is the difference between and general emblems and all those things? Who are going to give the patent and all those things we learn, isn't it? All those things we learn. Later, we have to know the standard. What is the meaning of the standard? Who are going to give the standard specific authentication? What are the measures for that? What are the meaning of ISO? What ISO is going to give us? And ISO, Bureau of Indian Standard, British Standard Institutions, and the ANSI, American Nation Standard Institutions. What are the role, what it is giving for standardization, to whom, and all those things we learn. Then when you enter into the metrics, bibliometrics, whatever the literature work and academic work and scientific works and the journals and now books, articles, when we are going to publish, how we are going to say that metrics, there are various types of bibliometrics are there. Lopez law, Bradford law, Gyptus law, various metrics, how they are going to publish each and every uh, journal, how we are going to measure it, article, how we are going to measure it, words, how we are going to measure it, and all those things we learn. Later, scientometrics, scientifically, how we are going to measure it with one particular article, to the infometrics, whatever the information which are in somewhere, or when we are going to retrieve those particular information, how we are going to statistics it. The same thing. Another one is webometrics. Whatever the web content information, web link information, web structured information, what it is there, and how we are going to statistics it, how we are going to measure it, that we can say that, webometrics. Come to the another one, scienceometrics, cybermetrics, that we can say as a simultaneously we can use as a webometrics. And last but not least, one of the wonderful source that we can say that, altermetrics. Altermetrics is one of the uh, one of the wonderful source, we can say that, metric the with application of the ICT tool and social media applications. So that we can say that, this is a particular thing, we can say that we metric it, measure it, and statistics it. We can say that, particular academic work or measuring that these many people are using, these many people are downloading, these many people are viewed, these many people are cited, these many people are reused, these many people are touched. So all those things, and your particular document also, how many people are shared, and all those things you may learn from these particular alternative. So this is the class today. Do you have any doubt? Just you may pose the questions and solve it. వినపడుతుందా? హలో 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 మాట్లాడినమ్మా ఎవరైనా? Did you understand or not? Hello. లక్ష్మీ ప్రసన్న.
సార్ అర్థమైంది సార్.
మీరు చెప్పండి, చెప్తే కదా అర్థమయ్యేది. ఇంతసేపు నేనేం చెప్పి నాకేం అర్థం కావట్లేదు, మీరేం మాట్లాడతారు, కనీసం రెస్పాన్స్ అని ఇవ్వాలి కదమ్మా. ఎట్లా ఏముంది
అర్థమైంది
అర్థం
సార్.
కాకపోతే
రిపోర్ట్స్ గురించి చెప్పారు, టెక్నికల్ రిపోర్ట్స్, గవర్నమెంట్ రిపోర్ట్స్, నాన్ గవర్నమెంట్ రిపోర్ట్స్, పేటెంట్స్, అమెరికన్ ఇండియన్ స్టాండర్డ్స్, యూరోపియన్ స్టాండర్డ్స్.
స్టాండర్డ్స్, దాని తర్వాత బిబ్లియోగ్రఫీ, బిబ్లియోమెట్రిక్స్
బిబ్లియోగ్రఫీ, అవును సార్.
ఎవరిని నేర్చుకున్నాము. మీకు ఒకవేళ
ఆల్టోమేటిక్స్.
ఆల్టర్మేటిక్స్ ఒకవేళ మీకు స్పీడ్ అయ్యింది ఈ టాపిక్ అని అనుకుంటే నెక్స్ట్ టైం రిమైండ్ చేయండి. ఐ విల్ రిఫైన్ ఇట్.
ఓకే సార్.
మళ్ళీ నేను మళ్ళీ
ఓకే సార్.
చెప్తాను మీకు అర్థం కాకపోతే. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే సార్. ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే
థ్యాంక్ యూ
ఓకే
సార్.
బాయ్ బాయ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ఓకే ఓకే.
ఓకే అండి, విల్ లీవ్.